We all play the game for more than just the mechanics. We play and collect for the love of the game as a whole. And everyone is drawn to a certain card. Whether it's the memories we've made with our friends, to the love of the lore, art, or style of play. Maybe it's something you first pulled, or maybe your first tournament, or even tournament win. Maybe it's a card that always comes in clutch. It's crazy to think there's over 10,000 Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And everybody who plays the game or collects the game definitely is drawn to one or two cards. I know myself, obviously I'm sworn to the light. But I'm wondering what draws people. Could it be the art? It might be the archetype, maybe just the monster itself, spell trap, the extra deck. I'm wondering if it's maybe the rarity. Maybe the rarity is something. I know there's a lot of people that like to collect ultimate rares. But I'm going to head to a regionals and I'm going to ask people there what their top 2 favorite cards are and why. And I'm really interested to see the answers. Let's go.
My name is Riley. My 2 favorite cards is Dupe Frog, because it's my favorite card in Edison. It won me a lot of games. My second favorite card is Kitkolos, because it did not deserve to be banned. Actually, it did. But.
Hi, my name is Avi. My top 2 favorite cards are Bestial Magnamut and No Punk Foxytune, because they're super cute.
My name is Daniel, and 2 cards. First one should be Mystic Mine. The reason is the card is really fun, and busted, and broken, but Morning is fun. And the second card I like pretty much is the trap card called Linear Equation, because I just got dunked by that card in this regional.
I'm Tom. My top 2 favorite cards, Denko Seka, 100%, and ABC Dragon Buster. I think those are a given. Everyone knows me. I love those monsters. Why Denko? Because they don't get to play back row. Why else? Yeah. And ABC Dragon Buster. Who doesn't like non-once per turn cards to just constantly search out your entire deck? That's why I love them. Because they're broken. Even more broken if you know how to use them.
My name is David. My favorite cards are Black Rose Dragon and Archlord Christia. Black Rose Dragon, beautiful card. Nothing looks better than it. Christia, same reason, and it's super powerful.
My name is Jesse Swinar. Top 2 favorite cards. One of them is Dante Travel of the Burning Abyss. I just love Burning Abyss. Other one used to be Wind Up Rabbit, just because I loved wind ups, and I love the whole dodging thing with Wind Up Rabbit. Close second would probably be Kashtira Rise Heart, because I played Kashtira last year.
I'm Justin, and my favorite cards are Overdrive Teleporter and Rescue Cat, because I love playing them in Edison format, and they're awesome, make big plays.
My name's Pascal, and I really like Rescue Rabbit and Brotherhood of the Firefist Bear. I think those are some of my favorite formats that I played back in the day, so those are my favorite cards. And getting bear, setting a tanky, and getting another bear is pure dopamine.
I'm Alvin. My top 2 favorite cards are Airman, because he's good, and Card Trooper. I seem to have a thing for value creatures.
My name is Mike. My favorite top 2 cards is Grandmaster. Just can't stop him. And Summon Skull, because I just think he was an awesome 1-star tribute, one cost tribute. And just in the anime, he was sick because of the shenanigans that they did with weather mechanics in season 1.
My name's Andrew. My top 2 favorite cards are kind of oldies. It's Breaker the Magical Warrior. He's sick, and he's popping cards, won all against with it. And then a weird one is Command Magician. So he's 2400. I forget his defense. He's got the same kind of look as Breaker, and he can't be targeted by monster effects. He just looks sick. But yeah, those are my favorite too.
My name's Luca. My top 2 favorite cards are Archlord Christia, because everybody knows you can't special summon when it's on the board. Goes back to the top of the deck, recycles. I used it in Chaos Agents back in the day. I used it in Mausoleum, Stun. I use it in Edison. I use it almost anywhere. And then obviously the other favorite card, Blue Eyes White Dragon. How could you go wrong? Kaiba's favorite card. It's Kaiba. Everybody loves Blue Eyes. And there you go.
My name's Justin, or better known as JBJ. My favorite 2 cards are Future Fusion and Overload Fusion, because Chimera Tech baby.
My name's Mateo. 2 cards, Lava Golem and Kaiser Coliseum, because I like it when the other person's not having fun.
Hi, my name is Daniel. My top 2 favorite cards, first one, Machina Fortress, just great value overall. And second card, I'd say Caius. Removal is insane.
Hey, I'm Nick Daiku, and my top 2 favorite cards are Legendary Six Samurai Shien, Dauntless on the battlefield, and the second one has to go to my good friend Salaman Great Raging Phoenix. His effect is so broken, when you resummon him on, his best effect is search any Salaman Great card in your deck, and that's all they needed to top a regional.
My name is Chloe, and my favorite cards are Super Polymerization because it is the greatest board breaker ever printed, and it summons a lot of really cool cards, and Eclipse Wyvern because it searches a lot of really cool cards.
Hi, my name is Yvonne. My top 2 favorite cards are Darkness Approaches and Exodia the Forbidden One. Darkness Approaches is the only card in Yu-Gi-Oh! History that allows you to put a monster in face-down attack position before it was eroded recently in the modern metagame. Exodia the Forbidden One is my favorite monster of all time. It was featured in the very first episode of the anime, and is the only deck I've ever played in competitive play. YCS's regionals and every event I've ever been to.
You just took down the GOAT format pod. What'd you play?
I played Chaos Turbo.
Look at that. All right, so what's your name and what's your top 2 favorite cards and why?
Sure. My name's Tarek. My top 2 favorite cards are Pot of Greed, because it's a good card, and Master Hyperion. Going back to when we were little, that structure deck, I got those 3 structure decks, made that deck, and Master Hyperion was the boss monster, so Master Hyperion for sure.
My name's Brandon Douglas, and my top 2 favorite cards are Math Mech Circular, Let's Go Cybers, baby, and what the heck's my other one? Raid Raptor, Rising, Rebellion, Falcon. Let's frickin' go, the Rebellion Rising, baby. Woo!
My favorite cards are Relinquished and Rescue Rabbit. Relinquished because it sucks, and Rabbit because it's cute.
A lot of interesting answers. Most people chose monster cards. As to be expected, a lot of the decks usually revolve around a monster, and in the show, it had a lot of monsters that were iconic. Makes sense that a lot of people would pick that. I was surprised, and I thought it was interesting that I could definitely tell how old the player was, or what their favorite format was based on the cards they chose. I thought that was kind of funny. I guess I'm going to date myself by saying that, like, I like Lightsworn, and I loved when Lightsworn was broken, and I know there's new support now, but the game's not quite the same the way the deck functions. It's not really like a lottery kind of thing, which I thought was pretty fun. So my 2 top favorite cards, one, most people know that I love Lightsworn. Obviously, I just mentioned that. You would expect Judgment Dragon to be the number 1 card, but actually the card that draws to me the most is actually Aaron. Aaron is just a super cool card. I love the pose, super action pose. I love every Lightsworn has a color in the background, and it's usually based on something on their armor. So she's got that nice, like, dark, like, scarlet red cloth on her outfit, and the color really pops, and it's a secret rare, so you like get the fine sparkles on the background, make it look so sick. And I thought it was an interesting effect. No other card, like, there is other cards that do interesting effects, obviously, in Lightsworn, but this one was very specific, and at the time, Zombies also was very, very popular when this deck was one of the strongest decks. So it was a pretty sick thing to just be able to force your opponent to summon instead of set a Goblin Zombie or a Pyramid Turtle or something like that. So, big fan of Aaron. I also think the name is kind of cool, Aaron. So yeah, this is actually one of my favorite monsters in the game. Judgment Dragon's pretty up there, but that's also not my number 2 card. My number 2 card is actually Spellbook of Power. Now this card, I thought the Spellbook archetype was really cool. Something pretty sick about drawing a handful of spells. And when I saw the Spellbook of Power in Ultimate Rare, I was like blown away because the flames are this bright orange, and it's all over the book. And I also like the idea that each book is like a different kind of magical power thing, kind of based on like mythical books. But the ability is super good, but mainly I'm just drawn to, there's only a few spell cards in the entire game that I think look insane. And I don't use the word insane lightly like a lot of YouTubers. I think that is actually like mind-blowing level of like impressiveness on the holo. Spellbook of Power is one and Tenki's the other, but if I had to pick one, just because I played spellbooks, I really like Spellbook of Power, so that's my number 2. I'm curious to know what your guys' top 2 favorite cards are and why, and if you want to leave a comment down below, I'd love to read it. Until next time, thanks for watching.